gravy, and I don't know why, but I like to draw. It keeps me preoccupied with everything that comes and goes in my mind. Everywhere I go, I'm always home. If I've got drawing on my mind. Hello everybody. Alright, my name's Storie Grubb. I came here to do two things today. I can't remember either one of them, to be honest with you. But I don't think that matters. What matters is that I come prepared, and that I'm 100% with you, which I am. Well, I'm 100% with you, my friends. Yes, indeed. I'm kicking an ass for the Lord and chewing bubble gum in front of the devil on his front lawn. Yeah, that's right. I stole this guitar off a dead man in the desert back in 1926. It was probably made in the Storie region of Spain back in 1592, judging by the little teeth marks on the back here. You can kind of see them, but they are teeth marks. And they come from an animal that went extinct back in 1592, and I found one of its teeth and I was able to do the DNA on it. And you don't want to know what happened after that, believe me. But it was quite interesting. Honestly, I have to be honest about something. I've been feeling like really weird because of that video that I put out about Jesse. Somebody else wrote me and was like, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That boy worked hard." I'm like, what part of those lyrics makes you think that I wrote that about him? I know nothing about this kid except that he sings really good folk songs in front of bushes. That's all I was trying to make fun of. I don't know. You can't win them all. But I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was funny. Because if you watch my channel, every parody that I've done is, you know, like that. And plus, it's like Weird Al Yankovic does the same thing. He dresses like, you know, the person, like Michael Jackson or Kurt Cobain or something, and he looks just like them, and he sounds just like them. But he writes a song about something else, and it completely backwards, but it sort of sounds like one of his songs. That's all I was trying to do. But I'm like one of those people that's just like, oh man, I hate that I like offended people, but it's like they just looked at it wrong. They just were reading it wrong. Because I didn't even see that until people started saying that. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you could think that, but I even talk about art in it, and I would have said songs or music or something. I wasn't even referring to him in this. Anyways, I had to get that off my chest a little bit. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. All right. All right, I'm back. After that short little break, I decided to come back, and we're gonna work on some art here. Art comes from the heart. Mix it up with chocolates and put me in a car. Okay. That's a coat hanger over there. It's one of my favorites. How's everybody doing? Oh, son of a gun, I killed him again. Larry, are you okay down there? Holy crap. I didn't know you were down there, man. I'm sorry. Oh, Larry. That's Terry's brother. I'm gonna hear about it later, I'm sure of it. Alright, let's see how everybody's doing. Hello, B. Talon. Message retracted, but still. Hello, welcome. Yano. Ketua? Ketua. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Yano Ketua, right? Hi. Aaron. Hi. CBD Call Cartel CS. Hi. Alright, now that we're all acquainted, we're not strangers anymore. Now we can really air out our feelings. So really, just let's do that. Why don't you guys just tell me how you're feeling, Roman? Okay, fart is that's okay. Fart. Let's think. Let's break this down. Let's break that down into not literal molecules, but molecules of information. Right? Fart. There's an F in there, right? Fart. F in the F. What else? What other things start with fart, Roman? I mean, what other things start with F, Roman? Let's see. How about fumes? Why not? Let's write that down. Yeah. Fumes. Friends. Friends. Frenzy. I like frenzy. How about fools? Or foolish. How about that? How about Frank? Fantastical! See, that's 37 F words right there that we can use against them later, buddy. Thank you so much for the collaboration. I will put you down in the credits. If I ever get this business off the ground, it's going to be groundbreaking. Fantastical. I don't even know how to spell that. Foster care. Foster, you know, in a way, we're all foster children of a future that time forgot, or that civilization forgot. You see, I'm one of those people that thinks that we're owed the universe and denied the future instead. It's a shame, because if we knew what the people that keep us in the dark know, everything would change overnight. Nothing would be the same. And a lot of us would be living longer lives and more peaceful lives. Obviously, there's always going to be some who want to weaponize a universal language such as love, decay, destruction, maybe, I don't know. But what goes around comes around, and I do believe that kindness is the best form of retribution for a universe that's absolutely and utterly out of control. Somehow we live in this chaos, and we get to exist in it together, almost interwoven, you know. And it's interesting to see what we do with our time, the most precious thing. So, anyways. All right. So, who brought you here? How long have you been drawing? Yeah, likely story. Yeah, right. Oh, you're thirsty? Yeah. Sweating a little bit? Huh? No? Right? Come on now.
Interrogation Club.
Welcome to the interrogation of the chat room.
What are you doing here?
All right, today's theme is, what the hell are you doing here? Mow my lawn and get off my lawn. All right, let's do it together, friends. I was kind of filling in the gaps down here, trying to Maybe even do something like this, like bring this down. Oh, I gotta find a pen that works, though. Isn't that the catch? Isn't that the point? Get it? The point? I'm sure. See? I'm a genius. Asiora! Go! I'm actually pretty good at throwing things. Especially my voice.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, you're circling me. What the? Sorry, friends. I'm not that good. Let me see if I can read some of these comments just a bit. Sorry if I'm neglecting you. There would be proper collaboration. The tide that rises all ships. Well, that's pretty. I like that. CTM, ludicrous. CTM. What is that? What is CTM? Otherwise, I like your comment. I like ludicrous. I love the word ludicrous. I think it's brilliant. What are you going to do with that drawing when you are done? Roman, you know what I like to think that I'm going to do with this drawing when I am done? Look at this. Look at this beast. I don't know. Because I haven't thought about it. Oh, earthquakes, everybody. Damn it. That was a 7.9 on the Grubb scale. There, sorry for the noise. I'm not what you might say a quiet person. There's always something loud going on near me, it seems like. Even if it's only in my brain. Even if it's only in this brain. Sometimes just people will come out of nowhere and they're like, would you take $200 for it? And I'm like, hell yeah. You know? And then they're like, do you have Venmo? I'm like, hell yeah. And then we settle the score and then I ship it to them. I guess that might happen with this one. But I have like 7 others like it, raring to go. Well, and to be honest, this is one that I've only been doing live. So it's unique in that I've only done it live. So if you were to buy it, you could trace its origins right back to probably about there. I probably started it right in there somewhere. And then slowly just, you just build. That's why it reminds me of this style anyways of art, illustration, whatever. It reminds me of sculpting a lot, or carving, because it's like, especially when you're doing this kind of stuff, you're like carving into the paper. You're carving out the drawing or whatever the hell. That's how it feels anyways. Basura, no, hey, you jumped back and bit me. It was a bullet, wasn't it? They jumped up and bit you. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. That's crazy. I really do appreciate it. I go through a lot of pens, so I have to go through, when I'm getting low, I tend to go through the old ones. Some of them are just absolutely dead, but others still have a little bit of life in them. I spent all morning in a Tascadero working on a mural that I'm working on there. It's my first mural, but it's this kind of style. It's just like so freaking wacky. And it's like 13 feet tall, 9 feet wide, and you can walk through it. It's like a portal into like another dimension. I'm not even lying. I would never lie to you. Alright, let's do this. Let's do some kind of filibuster. Sometimes you gotta just do something absolutely weird in order to get your juices flowing again. Maybe this wasn't the time to do it, but I did it. There it is. But now I gotta change pens because that one's garbage. Boom, shakalaka. Right in that goddamn garbage can. How's everybody else doing today? You know what? I heard a joke the other day. Somebody said, you want to hear a joke? And I said, yes. And they said, your face in my boot. And I started laughing because that was pretty funny. It just caught me off guard and then kicked me in the face. And I wasn't laughing after that because my face was swollen and it would hurt to laugh. But I think I was laughing on the inside because it was actually pretty funny. And we all got a kick out of it at the hospital. Other than that, everything's been going pretty darn, good. Pretty good. Life is good. Making art, kicking ass, chewing some bubble gum, all that stuff. With my friends. I don't deserve such fine people. But I get them. I don't know why. And then I ruin it. I'm also one of those people that ruins it all the time. Doesn't know when to stop. Never cared. Never knew how. Never even knew how to spell the damn word. What is ZTOAU? Ah, God, see? It's horrible. It's embarrassing. I just don't know when to stop, Lord. I live in the country driving Ford, not a bus stop. Oh, Lord. The number 17 bus don't come out here, not in the country where I live, Lord. A boom shakalaka, Lord. A boom shakalaka, Lord. I could just imagine like a country western singer singing in front of like a gospel, and they're like, ooh, shakalaka, Lord. Ooh, shakalaka, Lord. But there'd be like 12 of them, and they'd be a chorus, obviously. Which I can hear it in my head. Oh, I can hear it. But I can't compel people to do that. You gotta pay people sometimes. You've gotta show them. Money. Show them the money. That's what my granddaddy used to say me too. I say, hey, Granddad, what do you think of this drawing? And he would be like, show me the money, Shakalaka. And I said, my name's not Shakalaka. Why does everybody keep saying that? And then there was this bird that came down from heaven, and it talked to me for a while there as I was drawing everybody's portraits, and it said, don't ever draw portraits ever again, and if you do, I'm going to bite your face off. And even though I did draw more portraits and it did try to bite my face off, I think it was kind to me because the portraits after it told me not to the first time were kind of twisted and different. And people were kind of grossed out by them and like, like swallowing their vomit and stuff like that. So it was quite a new and interesting environment for about 37 years or something like that, back in the early 1900s. See, art keeps you young as well, everybody. How could I reach out to you when you are done? You know how to reach out to me. It's the Grubb signal. There's one at the top of every single building in this country. Not every single building. Every single city in the country has a building with the Grubb signal on it. I don't know how to explain it. You have to wait till dark. You have to wait till there's some kind of cloud cover. Cloud cover helps. Definitely helps. Unless you've got something like a blimp up there. It reflectolates the image of the Grubb symbol, and it keeps me. And I will eventually see if somebody will get a hold of me. Other than that, I don't know. Email, maybe that'd be easier. Maybe I should have led with that. Yes. Lo siento, friends. Farty McNuggets. Well, look what the cat pooped in. Pooped in. What's up, man? What's up? I was telling my therapist about you. I was saying, you know what Farty Nuggets said? And they're like, what? And I said, Fart Nuggets, my friend from the internet. And they said, oh, right, the internet. This thing that connects everybody together and all this stuff. Yeah, tell me more about your friend. And he doesn't believe any of it. He doesn't even believe that there's an internet. I mean, is there? I'm not making that up too, am I? Farty McNuggets, please tell me. Am I making it all up? And does it matter if I am? I always remember that scene in Lost when Libby and Hurley are on the side of the cliff and she gives him crap because he thinks that she's not real. And so, because I've been in Hurley's situation too, in that moment, like, kind of just like, is this all a dream? Like, what the heck, I'm sure everybody has those moments from time to time. But I liked what Libby said too, because she said, I was across, do you remember these certain things that I lived through, that I experienced in my life? It's insulting that you think that you think you just made me up in a way. And there's something about that line I always kind of liked. I always liked Libby too. It's kind of pissed she got killed. I thought she was cute. Libby. Beautiful eyes. I'm attracted to eyeballs, I guess. Just like anybody. Well, I'll take a few of your eyes, I'll roll the dice, go to paradise, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, give me your eyes. See? It's all there. All you gotta do is tune in to find out. Kind of messed that up a little bit. Didn't mean, but it's okay. Sorry, folks, if I can't keep up with the. Where am I from? I'm from hell. I'm from hell. But right now I live in California. Yeah. It's in a really cool part of California, in my opinion. It's very close to the ocean, of which I visit, to which I visit, of where I visit, of when, you know what I mean. I go to the frickin' ocean a lot. Even if I didn't have the gas, I would just like walk there. Then you go there and there's a bunch of people right now because it's the end of summer, and it's interesting to me because I understand the draw of the ocean, believe me, but it is interesting that people just get the calling. They'll drive from hundreds and hundreds of miles away just to go and rain or shine, just to sit on that beach, and stare out at this, essentially a god, this behemoth, this never-ending spectacle of wonder and endless possibility of the ocean. This churning machine that keeps our world going, and the wind going, and us going. Besides the little kiddie pools in the backyard, I think they help as well, but the ocean mostly, from what I've heard. It's just a really cool place. It's just so mysterious, and I love the smell, and the people by the ocean are usually more chill and down to earth, laid back, kindly folk. I get along best with kindly folk. What can I say? I'm a glutton for love. That was kind of weird. I didn't mean to. Anyways, you get it. You have emailed me. Please reach out. I have emailed you? Oh, you have emailed me. You have emailed my brother. What does my brother have to do with this? How did you find him? We thought he was dead. I laugh now. But unless you're saying that I've made a new brother. This is a day of days. Brother? Brothers... Wait, what does it say? Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug. I would say one of my top 5 movies of all time is Tommy Boy. Chris Farley just warms my spirit, just like John Candy. Same sort of energy to me. John was more a reserved version of Chris, and Chris was like a young, like sparky kind of version of John Candy, kind of, even though Candy was animated and stuff at times, but Chris was just out of this world, cartoony, which was wonderful. Sometimes you think about the strangest things when you are working on the strangest things. Look, I like this little part right here. This little face with the face. Do you see it? It's cute. Okay, Tommy about it. Thank you. Oh shoot, I can't read it. Thank you, freak. I'm just gonna say freak, if that's okay with you. You should do this one on a skateboard deck. Well, I was thinking about doing it on a ship, some kind of floating device, preferably a boat of some kind. Because it would be better if it wasn't under the water. On some kind of, ship deck. I wouldn't want to confuse anybody, though. I wouldn't want somebody drunk to go out on deck, look at my work, and get distracted and fall off into the ocean and the sharks see. And then the sharks see the art, and they get in a frenzy, and then they jump on board with their little legs, and they start killing everybody. I'm not going to be able to take the responsibility for that, Roman. Are you? Let's not lay this burden on us just yet. Our shoulders are tired. We have been carrying this burden for years. Generations. This is... Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that sharks really freak me out, man. I'm sorry. I love them, though. I think they're great creatures. Definitely worth their salt during an exposition fight of some kind, right? I wouldn't dare argue with the shark, especially underwater, but sometimes on land, because those fins turn their little feet in a heartbeat. And they can top about 5 miles an hour on land, so and I'm not the fastest person. Plus, I've seen so many horror movies, people trip all the time. But it does help when you're a hybrid like me. I have multiple rows of teeth. Yeah, as soon as they fall out, except for the front one for some reason, the rest of them I can lose them all the time, and they just come right back in. Not my front one, the one that I want the most. Imagine that. Honky dong dang. Okay, let's do a tongue. We can do a, what do you call it? A nose ring in the tongue. I don't know if there's a word for that. But I think it's maybe something like that, I was thinking about getting my ears pierced. And all 4 of my nipples. Because, I heard it's cool. I heard that it gets you points in heaven and hell. Imagine that. It's one of the rare things that you can do that win you points in both places. It's actually kind of interesting in that way. It helped me stay on the right path all these years. Help my conscience and my spirit be level and full of love, creativity, wonder, all that kind of stuff. I'm 97 years old. I'll be 99 tomorrow, and I have no regrets. Except some of the murders that I did. Most of them. I regret most of the murders. Yeah. It was a night just like this when I was burying the body. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Am I still alive? Yeah, we're still alive. Wow. That was a joke about the bodies, murder and stuff. What? Who? What? That was great. Oh, who was talking about that? That's crazy. Crazy talk. Crazy talk with Storie Grubb. Who's first? Oh, I don't care if it's a joke like I was doing. I was absolutely joking. I'm laying it on pretty thick, I know. But that's what you have to do sometimes in order to get... You gotta lay it down pretty thick. Even if people think you're a prick. Because sometimes even if you're a prick, it saves lives. And people don't know that it saved their life, but it did. Sometimes in traffic you do things, and there's somebody behind you that's all mad. But then it's like they don't even know that because you slammed on your brakes and made them late for work, you saved their life because they were gonna get hit by a car. And they weren't gonna survive. And sometimes you realize, holy cow, I'm some kind of superhero, and I can change the world. So I just go home and make art and laugh about it. And I make friends on the internet. Safest place to go to make friends, in my opinion. And if you have all these different things going on inside your head all the time like I do, then you can also make friends with people inside your own head. And then they come out whenever you want, and then they take over because it's the best thing to do at the time. Because they're the ones that think that their voice is the best for the time. And they really like saying the word time. A lot. Time. Oh gosh. It's Snake. I have a sinking suspicion that the person drawing and the voice are here are 2 different people. Interesting. They probably are, my friend. For all you know, for all you never are.
Hey, Snorri?
Yeah, Terry.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just drawing.
Yeah, you actually are drawing for a change. What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody thought that there were actually more than like one person in the room right now.
Oh, really? What did you say?
Nothing. That's my producer, by the way. His name is Terry. I have an electric collar around mine. It's underneath the flesh, the electric collar, so he can zap me anytime he wants. Hi Terry. Sorry about that.
What was that?
Hi. No, they were just saying that they really like that I have the best. I was talking about you have the best producer in the world, and they were agreeing that you're the best producer in the world.
Is that really what you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, buddy. Well, you be careful down there. And keep drawing. Don't stop. Keep drawing.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Everything's gonna be fine, everybody. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. Here we go. I'm trying to catch up on some of these words that people are writing. Let's see. Hi. Hello, Mila. Just joined the chat. Hey. Welcome. Welcome to the Storie Grubb Club. There's several people that just want to say hi to you that are watching actually this time. There's about 90, oh my gosh, there's 22,000 people watching right now. If my math is correct, which it always is. Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to. Maybe I can draw like a little beard on this thing. I don't want to draw a beard though. But I had to do something. Mala. I had to do something. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Oh, that's a line that I drew in the sand. 'Cause I'm a Lone Ranger, honky-tonk, hip-hopping, single man, living on a one-man band. Sometimes I just have to let it out, folks. And I'm still really trying to figure out what it is, if you haven't noticed. Let's see. So, Mom. Hello. I missed your comment. I probably missed more comments too. I'm sorry. Let's see. I spy a little ass cheek in your drawing. Oh, there's more than that, Snake. There's far more than that. There's a pregnant lady in there too, with the head of Mickey Mouse. But I called Mickey Mouse Ricky Rat. Because it's kind of like he's like the antithesis of Mickey. I draw him a lot. Something about certain shapes. And that my mind obsesses over. And one of my shapes is like Mickey, the Mickey ears. It's a very nostalgic thing for me, but it also means a lot. It means several different things now that I'm older, and I know how the world works a bit more than I did before. I don't know if anybody out there's ever been to Disneyland or Disney World, but I'm telling you one thing. They exist. They are out there, and people go to them all the time. Yeah, it's true. See, I always talk about this, and people laugh, and they think I'm making this crap up, but I am 1,000% being honest with you. What the heck is going on there? It does not look like a tongue ring anymore. It looks like I'm not gonna say it. It looks like a... Oh my god, I'm not gonna say it, am I? No, I can't say it. This is YouTube. I'll get banned. No. It almost looks like a piece of poop coming out of his mouth or something. I don't even know. I'm just the person drawing it. Don't shoot the messenger. There we go. But now there's a little face sticking out. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Peaceful Sunday. And if not peaceful, then at least hope it's entertaining in some way. Mikey Johnson, only on Sundays, my friend. Only on Sundays. Can I play Tupac and Biggie? Absolutely. I thought you would never ask. 1 second. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah. My name is Biggie, I'm small. Look at me, I'm going out the mall. My name is Biggie, oh, so small. Yeah, look at me, I'm a little MC. Why I'm Caucasian, draw my shit on the YouTube TV. I think that's how that, isn't that how that goes? Tupac is more like, look at what they did. So, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what music is. I'm still trying to figure it out on the guitar. Any kind of music. Like, I know what this one is. Yeah. Everybody's making music out there, doing things, and I don't really care. I think everybody's really cool and I'm dumb, and I'm gonna go out and have some fun at the mall, at the mall. I'm gonna light some firecrackers off at the mall, at the mall, at the mall. I'm gonna blow the doors off a bathroom stall. Oh yeah. So, I think there's been a little bit of a miscommunication in what we've been talking about, because there thus proves that I have all the credentials it takes to pull off a Biggie and a Tupac, a Fandango, if you know what I mean. But I wouldn't be allowed to, my friend, because copyright strikes are out there and they exist, and they would take my channel down faster than you can say Tupac Biggie collaboration. It's as simple as that. So that was the best sort of AI version of it that you were going to get. I am not AI, but that song was. It was very derivative. It was disgusting. It was foul. It was rock and roll. It was hippity hop. It was out of this world. And I'm afraid nothing's gonna change, my friend. Nothing's gonna change that. All right, everybody. Up next, we got the sports with Leroy. But first, your local commercials. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh, hey, stop. I do have a question, but it's a long-winded one. How are you, in a nutshell, going to, this goes on for a while, to afford a new car without money that you earn from selling your underwear? I've never been asked such a thing. I think that's rude. All right. Maybe we'll understand. Maybe we'll understand someday. Maybe we'll understand. Maybe we'll understand someday. Maybe we'll understand. Maybe it'll be something great. God knows everything. God knows anything at all, if God knows everything, if God knows anything at all, if God knows everything, how come He kicks us when we're down? Mom and Dad are afraid, if Mom and Dad are afraid of me, if Mom and Dad are afraid, if Mom and Dad are afraid of me, if Mom and Dad are afraid, how in the world am I ever gonna be set free? That was a song written about, I think it was one of the Smurfs, a long time ago, way before the cartoon actually came out. I think Smurfette wrote it. I just happened to be there and I jotted it down. You can't find that thing on YouTube anymore, that episode. They wiped it clean. Probably because I made the song famous for being wretched. And anybody who covered it got the curse. And they call me the chosen one, but it's like, how come everybody around me gets like radiation poisoning and dies then? Like the producers have me quarantined in this area. I don't even know where I am. They tell me I'm on the moon, but I look out the window and it looks like Antarctica. Antarctica. I'm telling you. And it's scary. I don't have any more chocolate milk. I ran out 3 years ago. They promised me chocolate milk. I had co-workers back in the 70s, but we ran out of food. And then they became the food. So I ran out of food 17 years ago. Because I was bulking at the time, getting ready for... I've slimmed down a lot since then, but still. I have no idea where I am. All I know is that I'm looking through a window sometimes, and it's a very thick glass, very hazy, very thick. You can almost... When the lights are on, you can't even see through the dang thing. But sometimes I can, and I see lab coats, and I see, clipboards, and all sorts of stuff. And they have, they're taking notes, and they're... Oh my god. What was that? And they're taking notes, and it's terrifying, but I love it. Keeps me on my toes. And it keeps me focused on my art. God damn it. But it's kind of scary from time to time as well. That being said, it would be worth it if they had, because they promised me an endless supply of chocolate milk in those little little cartons, because those are the best ones. And like I said, it's been about 2 years and 9 months since I had my last chocolate. Milk. I'm not... It's just allergies. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit. when you get into the art world, they make you sign a paper that says you won't do this sort of thing, but sometimes, oh god damn it, the human part comes out. And I can't help it, I break down. Oh, I gotta take a shit, I think. No, I think I gotta take a shit. Yeah, no, false alarm. False alarm. Okay. What were we talking about? I don't remember. Hey! Hey, great question. What's up? My blood pressure is way up there. Like, way up there. So if I keel over, which I won't ever do it as a joke because I wouldn't want to freak people out just in case something happens. So if I ever do keel over and I'm like, please call somebody and have them come and check me out because I'm probably having some kind of heart attack. Only I could laugh at that, I think, because I look death right in the eye. I look at the abyss, right in its butthole, right in the eye of the butthole, and I say, "Come at me, bro. Come at me, you little hole, you disgusting hole." Maybe that's not the best analogy. Oh my gosh, it's not. That wasn't. I wasn't even trying for that one. It was a swish. So that's what I was thinking, anyways. How it just kind of fits right in there, And we could just, if we all came together and pulled our resources together, show this world a thing or two, art could lead the way, and we could change everything. We could at least wear like wigs that fit our brains, like covered our brains better. But the wigs are evolving. Nobody's told anybody this, but I'm finding out through my own. They're multiplying. The wigs find a way. But anyways, you do speak. Let's see. Okay, I'm crying. Oh yeah, and I was crying because I love you. So, I was working on a song. That's my water heater. Care about the ones you love. Fuck the rest. It's what my daddy says. Care about the ones you love. Fuck the rest. It's what my daddy says. Help your mother out before she dies. Make sure she's comfortable. And don't let the media fill her head with lies. Help your mother out. Make me proud, my son. Shit. Do good things. Make sure you're on your own. And don't Don't let anyone take credit for your deeds. Make me proud, my son. Maybe, Dad, you were just a man. Maybe your son could never understand. Maybe God was just a cloud in the sky. In the sky. The sky. All alone when he built this world of flesh and bone. And someday, Dad, I'll take you home. Thank you, Therma. Thank you for being loud and obnoxious that whole time, bitch. I hate you. I hate you. You always gotta steal the thunder. You always sing better than me, and you just proved it. You could hear her better, right? I know it. Dang it. Well, they don't call her Therma for nothing. Oh, and she just now turns off. Well, that's okay. You can do it on the boat. I just like those stupid riffs. They get into my brain. Is there anything I can answer really quick? What? Anything I'm missing? Let's see. Good Batman. Somebody already said that, Patrick. Or do you just keep saying it and I see it all the time? Sir smokes a lot. What's up, man? And hello, Patrick. And I think I would agree with that because I would like to be one. I think that'd be fun. Because I know all of his secrets. I know everything about the guy. I mean, I know everything about Bruce Wayne. Just thinking about it, I'm getting excited. I also have this cool thing. Do you know what it's called? Somebody. Thank you, Sir Smokes a lot. I had this thing for years before I got the tube, because I was rehearsing for the tube, and I would play it in my mouth like this at shows, and there was a few times when people like bumped into me, and it was like, oh, it like jammed in my mouth, and I thought I was gonna lose my other teeth, which I did, and they grew back because, like I said, they're shark teeth, literally, just literally shark teeth. It's hard to, sometimes I can go in and out with whistling, like pretty sure that wasn't a good idea because that was an old drink. It's been there for 6 months, and I think that there was all that was left is probably a little bit of water and mostly mold that I just drank down. Mold has it's a signature flavor. What was I gonna? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna whistle. Because you can do. Sometimes I can whistle back and forth, like. You know. So there's ways that you can, like. Yeah, plus with a harmonica, you have to do that kind of stuff a lot as well. A harmonica, a melodica. It's all going down in Florida. I've never been to Florida. You like a poem? I didn't understand that, internet. What does that mean? You like a poem? Would I like a poem? Are you gonna recite a poem to me? Because if that's the question, abso-bloody-frickin-lutely. I've got an itch right here. Oh, phew, that's better. That was it. Now I feel much better. I feel 3 years younger. Oh. Oh, much better. Oh. I think I just broke something in my hip. But it was worth the risk. Yancy, you're always there. You're always watching. You're always watching. Coming out of nowhere, swooping in for the kill. All you other people gotta take credit, take note of Yancy. They know how to come in out of nowhere and steal a show. Oh, they've come out of nowhere, stealing the show. Ignorant long in the wilderness, go cat go. Living dibba. Right. Hold on, folks. Just 1 minute. 1 minute, people. 1 minute, darling. 1 minute. I'm just adjusting my trousers. I just wanted to try something. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah. Oh, that's better. I was hoping I can get some constructive feedback from, oh shoot, from something I've been trying to do. You see, I've got a little bit of spare time on the weekends, so I was thinking about going out and fighting some crime, okay? And I just wanted to say, or ask your opinion on something. The light's very bright. If you saw me coming out from nowhere, would you be frightened? I mean, it's intimidating, right? It's scary. It's red, it's glaring, the eyes are big. I think the predators in the wild, from what I'm told, they have the big eyes, and they're supposed to be real, like, threatening. What if I, like, cross them a little bit? Because it's kind of freaky, no? I mean, if I saw somebody coming at me like this, I would probably want to turn around and go the other way. If not, don't. It's no big. It's no big whoop. Just thought. Well, now I feel a bit awkward. It reminds me too much of Mean Gene. I don't know if I can write a song live. I don't even know how to play the guitar. Well, if I could write a song, hopefully it wouldn't take long to write a song for my darling, the stranger I met on the internet. The internet is fun until you meet someone like her, and everyone goes outside to look at their phones once again. She's looking at me unfortunately, coming to her senses, leave me in the dark. But I don't mind, darling, get over here, let's dance until the end of time sweeps us off our fate, our little web feet, our little feet, our little web feet. Shit. Yeah. Huh? That's all I've got right now. I'm still working on it. It's a work in submission. It's a work in transmit. However you say it. I don't know if I don't come here often, and when I do, I try to make sense out of what he does, but I just don't really understand. I'm a simple man. I'm a working class lad. Whatever. I'm just here to make people kind of, there's a thing in England we call the schmiggle. It's sort of like a smirk and a giggle. And if I can make somebody schmiggle, well then by God I've done my job for the day. I like doing this. Put it up like that. It looks like it's like a bird. More like a bird. Look. Some kind of cock. Some kind of bird cock thing. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't call myself that though. I don't want that. I shouldn't even say that. I want it to stick. Because then I won't be invited to the meetings. I've been trying to get the looks of the likes of all of them. I see them all go out. I follow them. They don't know I'm there sometimes, but until sometimes so they can see this. And they say, "We see you, Birdman." And I say, "Can I just come with you all tonight? You don't have to. Can I just come with you?" And as they're crying frightened, they don't let me go sometimes. And it kind of hurts my feelings. Because I try, I want to do good. And, it's just that thing, when you want to do something good. And you're never given a shot, You're never quite given a fair shot, right? Your past always catches up with you. That's right. It's just one of those things. I might be giving away my secret identity right now, and losing my accent just a little bit. But let me tell you one thing: if I didn't lose my accent, I don't know where it would go. Because without you, my friends, life would be boring. And I just wanted you to know that. And I'm here to protect you. And I shall protect you. I swore an allegiance to it the day that I was born. I'm gonna... Huh? But, no, Internet! Don't go. What I made yesterday a short and I put it wrong. I'm just playing. You can... If you need to sleep, please. But just make sure you're not somewhere like walking or something and you just start sleeping. I want you to be somewhere safe. Get off the beaten path. Roll yourself into some bushes or something under a tree, in somebody's hammock. That way, if somebody like me comes along, we don't hey, what are you doing here? With our flashlights, that wasn't like it. Anyways, we'd be like kicking and get up, get out of here. Stupid. So I just don't want that to happen to you. So I just want you to get home somewhere safe before you sleep. That's good news, Internet. I love those words. I love those words. By the way, everybody, the safe word is grubby grub grub. I see myself I'm trying hard not to look at myself. Oh. Is that princess? What is it? Princess. I like that. You're home. Good. You are safe and you are home. That's what I like to hear. That's what the red bandit likes to hear. Yeah. So yeah. Let's get back to business, everybody else. We were talking about the logistics of meeting somewhere at a certain time, like at Denny's, and starting some kind of, I don't know, route. Even if it's just, like walking around the block or eating at Denny's or standing in the parking lot of Denny's. I swear to God, this lady, every time I say it, she's like, Lenny's! And I'm like, it's Denny's, have. But nobody ever hears her but me. There was that one guy that was in here that heard, but then they put him to sleep. You see, I'm in a garage. I'm in somebody's garage. On frigid. I'm freaking out, man. They're gonna be home any minute. And I have nothing to drink. And I gotta leave when they get here, so if I leave fast, just don't get mad at me, okay? Alright. Did you know necrophilia is a victimless crime? Just a friend visited me. We talked about our pasts. Whoa. You went back in time? You went back in time? Holy shit, tell me more. Back in time? I'll get back to you about the dead people in a second, buddy. But you went back in time. Holy crap. You crazy son of a bitch. I can't believe you did it. Mikhail, see? Yeah. You came right at the right time. I just got back from saving the city. Again. Don't worry, it's like when I'm out there, I wear like a big, huge cloak thing around me, and just my head is like floating around, and people can't, they can't see. They can't see where the next punch is coming from, So it's like, it's really threatening outside here, but in here, I just take it off, and I'm just my regular. I mean, if you want me to take it off, I could do that, make it more comfortable. It's not comfortable for me. This is how I breathe. This is how I live. This is who I am. I don't have a name yet. My first mission was literally yesterday. This is me. Anyways, it's really hot. I gotta take it off. Oh, that's better. Does anybody have some tacos to spare? Is it Taco Tuesday yet? Oh, look at me down. Looking at me in my underwear. Okie dokie. That's better. So, once again, this is Storie Grubb from the future. I was just coming back to tell you guys something. It gets so freaking cool, man. You just gotta wait like 6 or 7 years. And then things are gonna get really bad. Like really, really bad. Really bad. But then things are going to get good for a little while, for like 6 months. And then they're going to get horribly bad. Once again. But then for about 2 or 3 years, it's going to get really good. Like, really good. So, sorry about the loudness, but I'm from the future. That's how we talk. I gotta go to the bathroom. It's over there. So, I just wanted to let you know that, just in case you're wondering about how the future really is. That's all I can say. I can't say any more. You know the drill. I should put signals on my hands so I can do this. I won't say it. I'll give you the signals. Like, don't, not Penny's boat. Oh my gosh. Open the bloody door, Desmond. I'm gonna drown. He would have flooded the station, but they were gonna go out anyways. Like, what the heck? Why did Charlie have to die? Ridiculous. Hey, Internet, you're back. We were just talking about you. Absolutely. It all added up to 67. It was the 67th day of the 67th year. To the day that Charlie died. How did you know that? Who are you? What's your name? Answer me. Oh, gosh. Sometimes you eat the world. And most of the time, you eat... The world eats you. How does that... Animals eat the... I think you eat the shit of the... I don't even know, people, how that works, but it's a cool saying, and I thought I would share it. That's what I do. I like to share. I like to go, just like anybody, I like to go up to people's yards with my lawnmower and mow them for them, and then get off hastily. I'm addicted to mowing lawns. It's what I do. I'm good at it. I'm gifted, talented with the lawnmower, precise, calibristic, super fragilistic, I And it's true that we are all going to perish one day, right? But I've never been to France, and I don't ever plan on going there. So I think we're all going to be okay after all, as long as we don't go to France. Just stay out of France. Then you won't be able, you won't have no chance of going to perish. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way. Shorts are safe. Your shorts are safe. Since when did I lose my teeth? Tooth. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the last part. Tooth. I wasn't laughing at the question. I mean, it was kind of a funny question because, like, since when? My tooth has been missing since 2006. Since July. Technically, it was right after midnight, but it was after 4th of July celebrations in 2006. So I would say it's been about 18 years now. And I have a fake tooth that I wear, like on a flipper. But it's super fragile right now, and I'm trying to super fragile. Wow, that's crazy. That's like serendipitous or something. But it is. It's because I had to glue it together recently. Yeah, my flipper, and because there's it's like a, what do you call it? Like a retainer with a tooth on it, right? And if I'm trying to get a job, which I sort of am, a part-time job or something, and I'm actually gonna I'm interviewing to be a Santa Claus. There's a town called Cambria, about half an hour from here. 27 miles away from here. I used to work in Cambria as well, but they do like events and stuff during the holidays, obviously. But it starts in like September and all through October, and there's a Santa, and I'm interviewing to be like the Santa, and they have a suit and everything, so they probably have me dress up and I'm gonna be like super animated, and it's gonna, I don't know, I might be shy at first, but then I'll like warm up. But it's it's just funny. I've never interviewed for this kind of position before, but I never would have had I not been doing this channel for the past year. Which I've had this channel for like probably over a decade, but I've only in the past year and a half or whatever went this route essentially. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm off topic. The tooth topic. But yeah, probably like around 18 years. Somebody punched it out of my face. Somebody blindsided me when I was trying to stop something from happening. And then I got it the worst. And it sucked. And sometimes I wish that I wasn't, like, in the moment. I'm not a scrapper. I'm not one of those people. I didn't want to fight because there was more of them than us, and I didn't want there was a girl out there with us, and who would end up being like my best friend, but he was out there too. It was at night, and there was like 7 of them, and I knew that if I started fighting, they would just mess us all up, and I was trying to prevent further harm. But, sometimes I look back and I wish I just would have thrown one freaking punch. But that would have but also it's one of those things where it's like, and it did benefit me at the time because I could honestly say, like, no, we never even fought them. Like, we didn't fight them. They beat us up. It was crazy. But I got used to not wearing it and being okay with it because, in a weird way, it was sort of like, even the Mona Lisa's falling apart. I always tell people, if I'm going on a date with somebody, or through a dating site or something, or meeting somebody new, just so you know, I'm missing a front tooth, and they're like, oh, really? Cool. Yeah, I'm missing a tooth as well, and their missing tooth is like way back here, and I'm like, okay. You'd be surprised. There's a few people who have absolutely just said awful things for no reason. But it is funny because it's just teeth. And I lost this same tooth when I was a kid. I've told this story many times on here. But when I was like 4 or 5 or something, probably like closer to 5, I was running through the house and I tripped and I hit a coffee table, the corner of the coffee table, and it hit my little face and it hit this tooth and it just like jammed it up into the roof of my mouth and busted my lip open. That's why I have this like, if you watch my videos, you'll see like this little scar or whatever. I don't even know. It was where the doctor was holding me down, and I'm just like screaming and fighting them and stuff because I hated they were like sewing my lip shut, and he just did it so hastily. But that thing's always been there my whole life. But then I think earlier than that even, was when I was in a car wreck that like stunted the growth in my 4 front teeth. Hit me right here on the side of a car. And my permanent teeth that were still up here like got stunted and stuff. And so the roots are super small. So when the dude punched me on the 4th of July, 2006, my tooth came out clean as a whistle. There was no blood on it at all. And gosh, I just told this story the other day, so if anybody's heard this, I'm sorry. It's broken record 30. The cop was like looking on my, because we were all looking for the tooth, and I was talking to the cops and stuff, and I had to go ID the guys that like were punching me and like beating me up, because I fell backwards onto the ground and they were like kicking me, and it was like ridiculous. But then my adrenaline kicked in, and I did jump up and like defended myself, but I pinned them against my art, and my adrenaline, I was just like super strength, just holding these 2 dudes against like this door that I propped up in my yard. And they couldn't break free. I remember looking the guy right in the eyes, and that's when I realized my tooth was gone. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why did you punch me? I was trying to stop this from happening, you dipshit. But of course, some people just want to watch the world burn. And I just wasn't, because he absolutely blindsided me. I was looking for a friend, and as I turned around, he was already just coming right at me. So I had no chance of even dodging it. I think about it now, and it's like a movie. It's a very cinematic. It's like the beginning of some movie where some person gets, victimized or something. And I had a bunch of art in my yard, and they were calling us art. They were saying derogatory. They were calling us derogatory words, but they were calling us art like F's, and stuff, because my art was intimidating to them. Apparently, they were really concerned about the art. But yeah, something snapped in me that night, that's for sure. Sometimes you realize that no matter how hard you try to keep something bad from happening, it's just like destiny. It's like destined to happen. And just like I lost this tooth as a kid, which after I lost it, because I had to go to the dentist, they yanked out the tooth, the baby tooth that jammed up in my mouth. It took about like a year or something for the permanent tooth to finally come in. So I was without this tooth as a kid for a super long time as well. It's just kind of funny how it all works. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm ignoring the comments, everybody. I like you. I mean, don't know you, but keep it sharp. Is it gay? Oh, damn, Danish, you're cute. Well, I also grew up on Mad Magazine, and Alfred E. Newman and stuff. So, but if I had lost it, by like running into the coffee table again, I probably would have like saved up a few bucks and tried to get it. But it's super freaking duper expensive to get teeth, and then also it's almost like a badge of honor, because I was literally trying to do the right thing. And then Spike Lee made a movie about it, actually. Yeah, won some Oscars. It's great. They had to change my race, of course, but basically the same thing. I'm lying, of course. I mean, I'm joking, of course. Am I right, Danish? Or am I right? Sometimes people tell a lot in the simple things that they write. You can tell a lot about a person within a few words of an inch. I was in customer service for many, 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 many years, and I can read people like a burning book. Well, I recommend that burning book, that burning book, that burning book. They're gonna recommend that burning book. I'm drinking something off camera because I don't want the company to sue me. Vegan, why has everybody gotta hate? Why has everybody gotta hate? Because without it, because it's Delia Twit, it'll hurt more. Any pirates of pirates? Jeez, Prince of Thieves fans out there? Why a spoon, cousin? Why not a knife or a dagger? Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more. What can we not eat that our forest will not provide? Oh, let me look. You miss your ex-girlfriend? Yeah, I miss her too. Oh, Grub with the. Sorry, dude. I don't. She's okay, right? She's not like. Like, how dare you? We are forever now sworn enemies. I'm just kidding. Let me see something really quick. What stickers are on my guitar? That's a good question. I'll show you. A lot of them, when I first moved to Boise, I started playing shows, and most of them are bands I played with, and then sometimes just random stickers that I found. Excuse me. But lots of Boise bands. Garbage Pail Kid, a band from down here that was at a show. Plastic Origami is my friend Kevin's band. Geometrosexual is my friend Sam's band. Slam Piece is a band from Portland. El Sobrante, also a band from Portland. I also have him on the back of my guitar. El Sobrante. He was good. Oh, shit. And let's see. I love vultures. There's a Bigfoot one somewhere. Yeah, Bigfoot. Hey, have you seen a Bigfoot? Let us know at 1-900-BIGFOOT. Call us. We'll talk about feed. Don't delay. Couple Garbage Pail Kids. Stoned Sean. That has there is no creativity in that at all. Like, Stone Sean. You see it? No, it's over here. Right there. It's Stoned Sean. It's like, usually it's like Shorn Sean or something like that. Oh, Mantooth is my friend Dustin's band, but Dustin played guitar for me, or bass guitar in my band for a long time. Just a bunch of stupid stuff. But when I moved out to Idaho in 2010, it was May 2010 when I moved out to Idaho, I had one sticker on it. And then all the years I was out there, I played that show, or that guitar at pretty much every show. It's just been a long day, Danish. It's just been a long day, buddy. What do I like? Are we talking about dogs? Like German Shepherds? I don't really have a preference. I like all dogs. I'm an animal lover. Not a big fan of humans most of the time. But I do have a lot of love in my heart for artists and creative types. and people that think for themselves, and understand that without each other, we're pretty much nothing. And that's why it's important now more than ever to think outside the box and come together in ways that we never thought possible. Because the end is nigh. We've got to watch out. There's parts of this world that's running out of water. We've already lost the war of existence. We got to be prepared for Armageddon. That's why you should subscribe to my channel. It's wholesome. We talk about how to survive the Holocaust, the nuclear Holocaust that's coming. I have a lot of hazmat suits. I have at least 12. So if anybody wants one, you call in right now, and my secretary. Hey, Joyce. Joyce. I don't think she's here right now. Joyce, is that you? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, she's gone. I was just looking for her myself. Yeah, okay. No problem. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Oh, that was scary for a second. Joyce? No? Shoot. We're going to have to postpone that. I forgot what we were talking about anyways. Do you like the countries in general? I don't have there's no particular general of any country that I'm more fond of than any other, really, Danish. I like all generals pretty evenly. There's a lot of generals in this country. There was a General Ahab, a Punky Brewster, there was a Rock of Gibraltar general that I was really fond of. I think he was on the Love Boat. I think they were all from all sorts of different countries. I don't understand the question. I'm just not picking up what you're putting down. I only speak one language. That's bad English, buddy. Now shut up and get off my lawn, or mow it, and let's be friends. I got some lemonade. Can you please mow it though? My back is killing me. Come on now. Oh, jeez. How to survive a nuclear blast, step 1. When I was a kid, I was a child during the 80s, and we actually had to do that. This man's brain needs to be... As does them all. Danish. You're making me hungry every time I have to say your damn name. Oh, I want a Danish, well, I really do. Well, give me a Danish and a Mountain Dew. It's kind of cheating because it's the same word, sort of do. But you can use do in like 17 different ways. I don't know if you knew that. There's 17 different ways of saying, well, essentially shit. In the do form, though, with the do in the do form. In due time. I think it goes like this. Poop on a Sunday, poop in the moon. Everybody's coming over to find out I'm alone. I think it's on the phone with the golden dawn. To the devil, hear the devil home. That wasn't at all what I was expecting that it was going to be. Lo siento to my Spanish-speaking friends. Lo siento. Okay. Does anybody want to do some stretches with me? I've been learning some new ones. Oh shoot. Step 3, don't die. Very true. Very true. I would kill for a Danish right now. You know, I don't think it's proper to kill for any country. You know, or pastry. You know, even not even hyperbolically. Okay? Sometimes, maybe. But this isn't one of those sometimes. You can break the rules every once in a while, but this is never that one. It's once in a while. Maybe it is. Let's say, okay, let's just say it's good. Go ahead and do it. I'm not watching. Ooh. Oh, but I have great peripheral vision, so if you do something, I don't want to be anywhere near it. I didn't see nothing. You know what they call that? What do they call that? I had it in my head and then I lost it. Just like my firstborn child. Little Jeremiah, he floated up into a cloud into a UFO when I lived in Arkansas. That was a long time ago. That was 1933. That was the best summer of my life. Well, I would kill for a Danish right now. What is your solution to the trolley problem? Whoa. We have some answers for that. You have some answers? I'm looking. They're holding up the cards. No, not that one. That one's kind of... No, they'll know I'm reading it. Mm-hmm. That one's good. I don't know. Perfect. Thank you. Any other questions? Well, if you think about the trolley system, then you have to start thinking about everything that surrounds it and how it's affected. It's an equilibrium within an equestrian and bovine in a world, set forth by the bovine. And I think that every once in a while, even if it's extraterrestrial, it deserves the right to live, just like any great beast. It's a system. It's a nervous system. You grab it by the hind legs, and it makes you feel good. And sometimes, when life doesn't make no sense, well, those trolleys, they're still running. They're still pumping people all over this neurotic little nervous system that we live in. They're getting people to and fro, not just to where they need to go, the street, but they're bringing them home. They're taking them to school. They're leading them into lives that they never thought that they'd ever get. Now, what are they going to do? Take the dreams next from the children? Those children deserve their dreams. They deserve trolleys. And from this day forward, I pledge to learn more about what exactly that you mentioned. That way I can know exactly what I'm actually talking about. I promise to God. This would be like where there would be like end credits or something going up, and I would just be like looking out the window with music playing, and it'd be uplifting. Like, and that light just came on. That's funny. Anyway, cool. Yeah. So, I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Easy solution at Trolley. Yeah, I want to learn more about the trolleys. Where are you from, Danish guy? How would you stop the conspiracy theory of the Earth being of the Earth being? How would you stop the conspiracy theory of the Earth? I don't stop it. No, I don't stop that theory. No, I always talk about the hollow Earth that we live on, and then the flat Earth that we live upon. I'm always talking about it, and I've never had any resistance from anybody on this channel. Neither Dane nor German nor general from either country. Everybody's been somewhat peaceful about it, and I think people are finally understanding that as flat as it all is, somewhere that there's a hollow place to go to is the best place that we all want to be right now, because then we can get to know each other, and learn from each other, and learn about better ways about how to live, like how to plant corn, and how to plant and pick flowers, and hold hands and play butterscotch hopscotch. That's when you play hopscotch with butterscotch, like in both hands. And it makes you happy. And as far back as I can remember, I was always drawing. And that was shifting and shaping and shafting my world, that's for darn sure. All that time. You become who you are destined to be no matter what. This is something This is something that we all understand, mostly. Some of us think it's just a dream. Some of us don't believe in dreams. Some people don't believe that they dream, and then some people don't believe that dreams are real. And I'm here to tell you that they are. Dreams are real. As real as the day is long. Oh, today's shorter than it was yesterday. That's interesting. But still, it's a good expression. Because it's not the only sun in the galaxy. Jeez Louise. You're from Turkey? Hello, Eviza. Shift me. Jeez. Careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful there a little bit. Like, am I upside down or are you? That is trippy. But that's the thing. It's because the Earth spins, it pulls us in. That's what creates the gravity on this Earth, because it spins, you know. And if you think about it, without the moon, we'd all be screwed. And there's ancient legends from people, like when you know, like conquistadors and stuff came over and spoke with other, you know, people came over and talked with like natives from all these different, you know, places that we landed in, or I wasn't a conquistador, but they spoke of a time before the moon, and how like the moon was placed there because before the moon everything was just all crazy and chaotic, but when they put the moon there, it like stabilized the tides and the oceans and stuff. And it's just a cool thing to think about. Like, I listen to a lot of weird science fiction stuff when I'm laying in bed or dreaming and stuff too, so I go places. But the mind is a very, you know, it's an interesting place if you wish to explore it. And then you get to know yourself a lot better too, and that's always good. And I always encourage that. You know, no matter who you are, it's best to know who you are, you know? Instead of who you think people think you are, maybe. Which I spend a lot of time worrying about, unfortunately. But all you can do is keep on going. I'm not trying to be down, I'm just very tired. It's been a long day. It's been 36 hours since the sun has set. I don't know what's going on. When I said it was a long day earlier, I mean, the day is long or whatever. It's been 36 hours. I don't even understand how that works. Then the sun hasn't gone down. This is what makes me think that I am on the moon and they're controlling the environment, and this isn't really what I think it is. And the producers are, I'm like a little lab rat or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. But I know a lot. I know enough. Like, like legends of the hidden temple of Nickelodeon. Did you know that after World War II, America had too much cheese and no one knew what to do with it? Then someone in the 60s thought of sending it all to space, and that's how... They had too much cheese. Oh shit, that's funny. And it stabilized, and then after that there was just like world peace, and it stabilized the environment, and everybody was like la 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 la, dancing in the streets and stuff. And they got rid of all the cheese. That was way too much cheese. I thought you were gonna say something like they didn't know what to do with it, so they made Storie Grubb, because what I was saying was cheesy. That cracked me up. You gotta learn who you are so that you know how to be someone else when you're trying to make... Gosh, ain't that the truth? Well, and the thing is, when I was a kid, you know, you have these instincts, and they would just happen. I would just... had no control. of myself in a way, because I was just so nervous around people, and I did spend a lot of time trying to be who other people thought I was, and oh, my phone's gonna, oh crap, yeah, my phone's gonna die, everybody. I should probably go, but I will talk to you soon, and thank you for all the company. I really appreciate it. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow, more than likely. Sorry for the random leaving. Thanks, vegan, and thanks, Danish, and all y'all. Take care.